So I just saw a video of a girl saying that in her opinion, she thinks a medical diagnosis is like putting a spell on someone. And I was like, yes, I think you're onto something, woman. Because let's say, you were diagnosed with this, that, and the other. And then you're going and telling people, everybody you talk to, what's going on with you. And then you say the diagnoses. Or diagnosis. So it's like you're speaking it into existence. So I started reading the comments, and there was a woman that was like, yeah, I used to see a fertility doctor and we couldn't get pregnant. She goes, I finally just stopped going to the fertility doctor, stopped worrying about it, and she got pregnant. It's like when you see those people give advice, which I totally believe in this advice, where you need to stop saying I am and then something negative.
All right, that is a very, very interesting video, and I firmly believe in it. If you're not aware about the placebo effect, look at this real quick. Now, the placebo effect is going to show you that there's been times where doctors give a patient a medication that has nothing inside of it, just like a sugar pill. But they tell the patient the benefits of what it can do to you. Then the patient starts believing it. Their mind starts believing it. Their mouth starts peeking it. And they start getting the attributes of that effect. I do believe that's part of the spell casting that's happening in the adverse way that the young lady is describing. Because when we go to these doctors, they may not give you a pill. But so many people trust these doctors so much that if the doctor says you have a cold, oh my gosh, I have a cold, you start telling everybody that. The doctor says you have this, oh my gosh, I have diabetes, I have this, I have that. And you start living like that. And now your mind creates that reality. Your mouth speaks it into existence. And your body applies into that reality that you created, only in your circumstance. I do believe that we are casting spells onto ourselves based on the words that we use. And these are being perpetuated by these doctors, by these judges, by these lawyers who are calling us things that we are not, but we allow them to persist. I do not like these diagnoses from these doctors because they always want to give you something to make you take some kind of unnatural medication that only causes more degradation of your body, and you start breaking down. And they don't give you things that naturally heal you homeopathic ways with the natural cures that God gave us. Instead, they want us to take this, take that, take that. I have made it my personal habit of always asking the doctor for a differential diagnosis. If you don't know what that is, take a look at it. With the differential diagnosis, I always have to ask them, great, I see that you stated that I may have X, Y, and Z, but based on these same items that you stated, I need a differential diagnosis. Basically, tell me what else it can be besides the diagnosis that you already gave me, because I want all options. Because per HIPAA, doctors are supposed to give you all things that are going on, all directions for you to make the best assessment on your body. But instead, we're letting these doctors make these assessments on our bodies. We need to stop letting people put thoughts into our own mind. See, the mentality I go into everything with, and why right now we're in July, August of this year, 2026, we're here 2 years with me not being sick critically. The only time I've been hospitalized is when I was abused by the police and forced into the hospital when they took me out of my apartment, unlawfully without a warrant. But outside of that, I've been maintaining my health by eating healthy, by not listening to these doctors. I've stopped seeing doctors, I've stopped taking their medications, and I've just started living a better life. And I haven't been sick, I've been off of everything. But I stopped letting doctors' diagnosis tell me what I can and cannot do. And I started remembering that God made me amazing, that God made me great, that God made my body to heal itself. But he gave me instructions. He told me what to put inside of my body and how to do it and to pay attention to that to help me get there, and I do that. I do think we need to stop casting on these spells from these doctors. But it doesn't just stop there. There are so many spells that we cast on ourselves every day, right? Like so many people like to say, oh, nah, I'm a fucking failure. Well, you're going to say that. Instead of saying I'm a fucking failure, be like, you know what? It may not have gone right this time, but next time I got this shit. Big difference in those words, right? People use simple phrases like, hell yes. You're welcoming hell into your life. See, I will never utilize that phrase. I say things like heavens, yes, because I accept God in heaven. And I say things like hell, no. See, I'm not casting these spells on myself that other people want to place. For another example, I don't have a name. I have a moniker because I understand the name is a business entity. I don't have children. I have heirs of beneficiaries because children is a business entity. I don't have family. I have kinfolk and blood because family is a business entity. So you guys say you're not a business, but the words that you use every day, you're casting that spell that you are a business, and then you're complaining that they're treating you like a business because you have not practiced to articulate yourself so you can speak better. So since you can't speak better, the things that you're articulating are casting spells upon yourself that are breaking down your body, just like what I think these doctors are doing. Stop letting doctors tell you what God already told you. Otherwise of. Stop letting doctors lead you down this negative path. We know by now these hospitals, just how they set up is not conducive to health. No fresh air, no familiar interactions. The food isn't healthy. No sunlight. You're laying in a bed, and they're feeding you all the time, sitting in your body rest. And then doctors don't even listen to HIPAA. You guys need to stop treating criminals like they're not criminals, right? Criminals will do anything to get what they want to happen. And I am calling these doctors criminals because too many of them want to force their own medication on the patients. Too many of them don't know HIPAA. Too of them change your medical charts. Too many of them like to do things that goes against the rights of the people. So I'm calling you a criminal. And then you give medications that you've never tested based on hearsay, because you've never tested a lot of these vaccines. You've never tested a lot of these drugs. They just know that the big pharma told them to sell it, so they sell it. So you're a criminal. Because if you were operating your correct fiduciary capacity, you would ensure that the patients you were taking up are getting the best treatment and not just some treatment. So I'm not going to run into tangent. The main part is stop casting these spells onto yourself. All right? I don't go around, I have sickle cell, I can't do anything. I have a heart condition, I can't do anything. I have asthma, I can't do anything. I always let people know, yeah, sickle cell might be in my body, but I can do everything. I just came back from a camping trip in the Allegheny National Forest in PA. I was climbing up and down the trails, the mountains. I was doing a bunch of shit, lifting stuff. And I came back, 2 days ago, and I feel great. Because I stopped letting sickle cell be the thing that I'm focused on. And I started focusing on being happy and appreciating life and all that God gave me. And I've been better. If you are going to cast a spell on yourself, cast spells of positivity. I am great. I am magnificent. I can see the future in my eyes of me getting justice in these hospitals. I can feel the happiness and the warmth of patients who I have helped achieve success in getting remedy in these hospitals. I am smart, I am talented, I am healthy, I am holy. I am a descendant of God. See, I speak positivity into me. I'm not going to sit here and say, I have sickle cell, I can't bike ride, I can't walk, I can't do this, I can't do that, because you are building that reality. Don't let that be your reality. You deserve better than that. And God gave you better than that.